I've been asked to share the third of seven last sayings of Christ on the cross. And the third saying is John chapter 19, verses 26 through 27. And here, Jesus is speaking to Mary, his mother, and to the disciple whom he loved, the Apostle John. So John chapter 19, verses 26 through 27, I'm going to begin reading from verse 25. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother there, and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to her, "Woman, here is your son," and to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, this disciple took her into his home. I can't imagine Mary's anguish and her suffering to see her son on the cross, in immense pain, struggling, bleeding, nearing his death. I have two children, and I can't imagine that kind of situation for a parent to see his or her child suffering like that. But it's amazing to see that Jesus' mind was upon others. Even at the height of his pain and struggle, he had compassion for his mother. He had compassion for his mother. His mind was upon others. And here, in this passage, Jesus is speaking to his mother and the Apostle John. And to his mother, he's saying, "Woman, here's your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And you may think that this is odd for Jesus to say something like this. But the law during that time required the firstborn son to take care of his parents. And Jesus was obeying the law. He's obeying the law by asking the Apostle John to take care of his mother. And it's an incredible act of love. And it got me thinking, we're to really cherish our relationship with God. That's our most important commitment in life. But we're to never ignore the responsibilities we carry in our physical relationships. So, Jesus is our example of love and compassion. We can easily focus on ourselves. We have personal burdens. We have things that we're carrying, personal struggles. But like Jesus, we're to love those around us and care for our physical relationships. And Jesus here cares for his mother. And I think that's an encouragement for us. We're to care for our family, for those who are immediately with us, around us, to show care, love, compassion for those around us. The focus can easily be on ourselves, but we're to care for those who are around us. And I was reminded of Matthew 22, verses 36 through 40, where Jesus talks about the greatest commandment. And he says the greatest commandment, the first and greatest commandment, is to love your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is this, to love your neighbor as yourself. So Jesus, at the height of his pain and struggle, he could have thought about himself, about his struggle, his pain, but he had compassion for his mother, and his mind was upon others. So my encouragement to you today is to show the same love that Jesus showed his mother, to give somebody a call, to encourage them, to pray for them, to support them, to care for those physical relationships that God has given you, for your family, for your neighbors, for those in your community. And I pray that God is glorified through that. Thank you so much.